Hey everybody, it's your old friend Alex back again, coming from you through the power of the internet, and once again live from the city of Giza in the old land of Egypt. Yeah! Everything here is so awesome now. The Romans and the Egyptians have finally made up. Caesar and Cleopatra are back together, and everything is more awesome than it has ever been. You know, it's so awesome that I was able to get myself a cool new hat. Hell yeah. So anyway, today I'm coming to you for a serious matter. In reference back from my old video where I asked you to freaking comment me because I wasn't too sure what to talk about, today I have finally come back with guns locked and loaded. And I have finally come here to do something that the world desperately needs. And you know what that is? I'll tell you. It's a review video. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. But anyway, today, instead of a normal review where I would just talk about a game or like a movie or anything like that, I've decided to touch on a subject that may be too colossal for me to take on. But you know what? Fuck it. You know, gotta go for the gold, baby. Gotta come out with your guns blazing and fists rocking. Yeah. Anyway, so what I've decided to do, instead of a normal review, I'm going to touch on something that is near dear to your hearts probably. The reason you come on to these types of sites. I'm going to review a YouTuber. That's right. I'm going to review a YouTuber. Now, obviously, I'm not going to start out with Markiplier, Toboscus, or frickin' PewDiePie. Not going to touch on somebody who's fucking earning millions on doing these sites. So, instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about a YouTuber that may not be that well known or well known as some of those YouTubers, but he's a little bit small to mention. And the person I'm going to review tonight, or today, I think, is that I'm going to review Francis, otherwise known as Boogie2988. That's right. And I'm taking on smart-ass cussing Francis. Now, speaking of, what would you see in a guy that just fucking cuss and spews shit about Blizzard and hacking and shit, and basically goes, oh, because he's fucking fat, because he's fucking fat? Do you know what you would say about him? That he is freaking awesome! Yeah! He is so fucking awesome, man. He just explodes with the anger when the pieces of shit out there can't be bothered to make a fucking good game, and they can't bother to do anything about the hacking and shit. Francis tells it as it is. And you know what? That's why he's one of my favorite freaking fan YouTuber people. Not just because he's fucking fat. He's fucking fat. No. I love him because he tells it as it is, and he lays it down when it needs to be. Now, his other personality is Boogie2988, and that other personality is sort of a more conversationalist. He goes into deep and meaningful conversations that is near dear to gamers' hearts, near dear to regular people's hearts, and it's near deep and well to people who have political ideas or anything like that, or spiritual ideas. He also talks about suicide, but I'm not really going to go into depth with that, Suicide is a touchy subject as it is, and it's probably not someone for me to go ahead and talk about. But Boogie does such a good job about it that I don't need to talk about it, you know. And if you want to go see some of his videos where he touches on that, or if you want to go ahead and see Francis scream out his lungs, just check on the video itself, and I'll probably leave a link around here somewhere, I think. And there's another personality also named Jesse, I think. But, you know, I never really did much about Jesse. He basically did a YouTube video of him trying to eat a jar of mayonnaise, and I basically almost lost my stomach as it was. And just thinking about that jar of mayonnaise just... God damn it. Anyway, but yeah. Why I love a YouTuber like Francis is that or Boogie, is that he touch bases on almost everything. And he does tell you as it is. And he lays it down for the people who either don't get it or refuse to get it. And that's one of the reasons why I love him. Unfortunately, there are some diminishing factors about his character Boogie and Francis. For starters, Boogie, his conversations can go on and kind of get a little lingering a bit. But the reason they're so long drawn out is because he has facts and information that you need to know about because he knows what the fuck he's talking about. And Francis, you know, if you're not a big fan who likes seeing someone cuss and scream at a TV screen, you know, or a computer screen, you basically probably wouldn't want to watch Francis anyway. But to me, Francis and Boogie are one of the reasons that I come on YouTube. He's the guy who fucking never lets it die down. He never stops talking about shit that it matters to him and matters to anybody else. And he tells it for all people to hear, not to just be hated or infamous for his yelling and screaming or his references of suicide on that. He touched bases on it because it is important to him, and he knows out there somewhere it's important to you. And also he shows the kind of love and compassion and consideration that I think other YouTubers should inspire to be so. So, anyway, all of that would equal up to my final verdict on his videos, as Angry Joe would say, you know. My final verdict, or my final rate on Boogie, for all those factors, and the fact that all of that comes with addition, that he has lifelong knowledge about it, and his abuse by his mom and shit backs him up on how he's able to talk about some of his life experience and stuff like that. I rate him at a solid 7 out of 10. And he got my must-see-it approval, which means you gotta see him if you haven't seen him already. His anger and hatred would make you die laughing, but his love and kindness would bring you back from the darkness and show you the light of love, compassion, and understanding. And with that, this is Alex signing off once again to you, who reminding you all, just like Francis, that you are loved and cared for. Here, even if sometimes you don't think you are. And there's always going to be someone out there that loves you, just like me. So, with that, arrivederci, my friends, and good night. Pleasant dreams. Ciao!